Welcome back to my channel again. It is Fortune, and as you saw in the previous video, I did my eyes and I did my skin prep on camera, and now it is time to get into the foundation, the blush, the contour techniques and all of that, and just how to put your powders on after you do your liquids. It's just going to be, you know, that kind of day. And today, honestly, because it's really full glam, I've done so many different types of full glam, as you can see on the screen right now. And sometimes my contour is heavy, sometimes it's light. I do not know which exact look to go for today. Okay, I do not know exactly how to do it today, but we're going to see. Honestly, when I'm doing my makeup, I just let my mood kind of set that tone for my makeup, or sometimes, okay, I just go with the flow. You know, the only time I go with the flow is with makeup or with like my girlfriends, but don't go with the flow with no motherfucking man, okay? Don't do that, honey. Let's just get into it right now because I want to be done in an hour and eat. I have starved myself the whole day, okay? I'm starving for you guys. This is step, I think, 3, because we started with skin prep. Then we did eyes. Now next is liquid products. So first and foremost, in liquid products, I am going to do my contour first today. Sometimes I do my blush first. Like there is like with makeup, there is no linear line. Yeah, you can do what you want first. Like, don't let anyone tell you what you can't and can't do first. So personally, I use this. It's a Fenty cream, and it even says "Chicks out, bitch, chicks out." Okay, this is how it looks like. It has one of the hardest ways of opening it. Okay, today it was really good. It opens so fast. This is in the shade Toffee Teas, okay? And what I am going to do is, look at it, you guys. Just look. I use in the pan. I started using contour this year in January. Actually, I was getting ready with my friend Fauzia. Shout out to you, girlfriend. I was getting ready with her, and she's a makeup girlie. She loves makeup. She's in the UK, and you know how makeup girl is in the UK. Yes. And I saw her doing her contour, and I'm like, girl, you do your contour? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, I don't. But I had the products for contour, but I don't know. I don't know, there is a way. I never found the right shade to always do my contour. I remember buying a foundation that was darker. I hated it. I remember buying the LA Girl concealer, their darker shade. It's just like, there's a way contour just never used to work out. Like, I just never found my shade of contour until Fenty. You guys, when I shopped the Fenty one, I finally understood contour. And then when my friend was telling me, oh, just do this, she was just showing me like a bit and a bit. I was like, so I've done some really good contour looks. I've done some good ones, like on Valentine's Day. Just look at this face. Look at it right now. That contour look was so good. So you guys, it can be done. It can be done. You'll get a brush that is angled like this. I think it's like higher on this side than low on this side. So that's the type of brush you want to use for your contour. Personally, I use brushes. I know some people use sponges. Personally, I rarely use sponges on my face, but I'm going to go in with my setting spray and wet the brush a little bit. Then you start picking up the product, okay, lightly, because contour is very pigmented. Okay, Miss Rihanna's contour is very pigmented. Let me say that one more time for the people at the back. Miss Rihanna's contour is very pigmented. Okay, see, I've picked up just a little bit, and then what you're going to do with contour is go on the highest point of your cheekbones. Personally, I have very high cheekbones, but go on that part. Don't go below here. Go here on the high one, okay? Don't go down. Go here where the cheekbone is, like just right there. So you go and then you start applying the product. Okay, are you seeing? You can already see. Apply that product and apply it going in an upwards motion. Don't apply it going down. Don't apply it. No, that's going to make your face droopy. But go up. And you guys already seeing that difference. This side is lifted. This side is just my normal face. But yeah, you can already tell the difference. Like, that is what contour does. So for the makeup girls that want to get into contour, this is what I'm saying. Then we're going to do the same method on the next side. And there it is. It's perfect, okay? Though I feel like this side has a bit more than this side. So if it does have a little bit more, either you can blend this side out to have less, or you can add this. Or you can just add just a little bit on this side, you know, to give it the other side same effect. And personally, I'm adding because I think I want my face to be contour to the gods, okay? To the makeup gods. Now back in 2020 and in 2021, I used to attempt to do nose contour. These days I don't do that, honey. My nose is beautiful and I get it. Like, I get why people love nose contour, I get it, but it's just too much work for me. It's too much work for me. But back when I used to do nose contour, I used to use this. I used to use this pencil, okay? These are all around supermarkets, I think, for like 2K. I used to use this and then I like draw in the darker parts and whatnot. But personally, I don't do it anymore, so I can't even show it. Like, I can't even remember because I used to do it a lot in 2021. I cannot remember even how to do it, but I'm so sorry. So if you want to contour your nose, sadly I am not going to have the makeup tutorial for you. But yeah, but with contour you just have to keep blending because you don't want it to be so harsh. Those some people love it harsh, like to real show that. But yeah, but for us we want like it to be there, like we want people to know, oh, she has them cheekbones, but we also want people to know, ooh, and her makeup is sitting looking natural and cute and yummy and scrumptious and you just want to chew up. Okay, this is a contour step 1. There is going to be a step 2 when you're contouring someone later on, but this is just like you've gotten it on. So after you've gotten it on, another trick that these makeup girls do not tell you, but fortunately is going to tell you, is you can contour with blush. Did you hear me? You can contour with blush. And today I have all these blushes. I don't even know which one to use. Let me show you. I have like a collection of blush, but not so much. But I do, but not so much. These are like my liquids, right? I have these tiny Rare Beauty ones. These are my favorite shades. Okay, are you seeing them? This is like a pink, and this is in the shade Happy, and then this really dark kind of purple. Okay, this darling, this is the shade Truth. I really love Truth, to be fair, but I love pairing it with something else. Then I have these e.l.f. Luminous Party ones. I tried selling them to people and people refused them, so I didn't get any, but I got for myself. So this is the orange shade. This is I don't know, it's orange, yeah, like chow. Look, it's orange. This one is brown. When I put them together, orange, brown. It's not showing whatever shades, but I think I'm going to use the orange today because now we are on step blush. So the blush is right above your cheekbone, like where the contour stopped. Are you seeing where the contour is? Just put it just right there. I know some people put it here, but trust me, guys, this is bound to give you that very lifted look. Like if it's going to look lifted, okay, lifted. And there is something that I forgot to do that I always do at the beginning of all my liquids. A moment of silence for myself. Wow, I am so forgetful. The one step that I forgot that is so important that I do personally is color correct. I always color correct and I forgot to do it because before I start, like even with the contours and the blushes, I always first put this, okay? This is the orange color corrector. It's good for our skin tones, for people who want to color correct in our skin tones. It is in the shade orange corrector. It's in the I said it's in the shade. Wow, it's an orange corrector. It's a color corrector, right? So I always put, wow, you guys, my skirt right now, if you could see my skirt, like all the products are poured on. Anyways, so I always just get a little bit, I squeeze it out, and then I always just put a little bit around my mouth because I want it to dry down as I'm doing all my other steps. Then by the time I come to it, it's dry and it's going to give me like the fullest coverage ever. So I always just put a little bit like this, okay, just like that. Nothing too crazy, nothing too schmancy. So let's continue with the blush. Let's pretend I did that step before the blush and the contour, okay? If you don't pretend, I am blocking you. So this is my brush for blush. As you can see, it's just like a really fun, big, fluffy brush. It's like long and whatnot. And I always just put just a little bit of spray, just a little bit. That's just one. And then I always do this to it just so it can enter the brush. And then I added another one just for good luck. Okay. Yeah, okay, I did too much. I should have done what I always do. I'm trying to remove the excess, but yeah. So what I do is I start blending. As I'm blending the blush in, I go all the way to here. I see that line we created. I blend my blush all the way to that high point. That's how you can also contour with your blush. You just have to blend the blush. And as you can see, I've put just a little bit, okay? Because I'm going to use the orange one. Okay, first wait, my mom is screaming. This is the pink. It's very subtle. I've not put a lot. And now we are going into this orange. Just like this. We are picking it up on a brush, and then we are going to, oh, hold on, I'm getting a phone call. Okay, so that is my food delivery that I told them to deliver at 5. It's, what's the fucking, it's coming to 4. I hope he reaches at 5. I don't know, I just really hope he gets delayed by something, because I am not ready. I have to first finish this. I want my food hot. Okay, hot. Now we've gotten the orange blush on our brushes, okay? So we're going to dab it in until, like I said, dab it in while you're blending all the way up, okay? And personally, I blend my blush a lot under my eyes. It doesn't do anything, to be fair. It just gives like a very seamless blend. And as I'm smiling, I am also coming in a bit here down my smiley line and then going up. So we want to keep the look lifted, okay? Hosanna, lifted to the highest. That is God. The blushy blush is done, and today I feel like I've been a bit light on my blush. I'm usually a bit heavy, but we're not done with blush yet, so you don't have to go so all out, because remember we're going to also do powders. Once liquids are done, we then go to powders, and then we are done. And now we are going to foundation, like I said, liquids. So for foundation, I'm going to mix 2 foundations, okay? And these were my first proper foundations, like mine. The first foundation I ever owned was not even mine. It was my mom's foundation, and she's lighter than me, for those that don't know. She's lighter than me, so I just used to play around with them when I was at home and just play, because I knew I was not going anywhere, but I was like practicing my makeup, so I didn't own foundation. Then the second foundation I ever owned, I bought it in Dubai because I wanted to do my social makeup myself, and I didn't know anything about makeup. And guys, when I tell you they gave me a white foundation, it wasn't like white, it was black, but one, it wasn't, okay, not black, it was like for our skin tones, like us black people, right? But it was so neutral, like the undertones made me look pale. Like, you guys, it paled me out, and I never knew anything about foundations and what. And I think that chicken that Dubai Mo just wanted to make her sales for the day. So when I tell you guys, that foundation was so nasty to me. It was so bad. I never used to wear it anymore and whatnot. So now when I finally started getting into makeup, like in 2020, like later on, I was like, you guys, I need makeup. And do you know what I did? I started searching people that sell makeup online, and when I searched people that do makeup online, sell makeup, I found Beauty KUG, and that's when our relationship started, and I got this from them. This is the Fit Me foundation in the shade 364, you guys. I love this foundation so much. I was like, and then from another brand that I don't even remember, it was another store, I got this one, the glass version, because I used to think they were different, but they are actually apparently the same. I got this glass version, and I got it in a darker shade 370, because I felt like Maybelline never really had my exact perfect skin tone, like how the Fenty does for me. But so shout out to Beauty KUG, you guys gave me a holy grail. I'm just going to squirt it out of a brush. This is how it looks like, you know that. And then I'm just going to put it down here, okay? And I don't use a lot of foundation, by the way. The people who want a bit more full coverage, I'm going to say that Maybelline is a medium to full coverage type of foundation, right? This one, I think I'm going to have to scoop it out in the traditional manner. Scoop this out, like I literally scoop it out. And I love putting darker shades on my forehead, but just a little bit, and then I mix a little bit of what's left of it down here. Okay, so the first step is we're going to buff out this orange, you know, before we do our foundation. And like, people use various sponges. Personally, I don't use sponges on my face, but people do use them. I really did see that coming. 12. The light. I use a brush, this small brush that we used to do under the eyes. Yeah, that's what I use, you guys. I don't know how people deal with using sponges on their face, you guys. First of all, they are super slow sponges. Yucky. They are slow. They slow your makeup process down, and the sponge is really sucking a lot of your product, like a lot of it goes to the sponge. So I'm done color correcting, as you can see. Yeah, and this is how I look like. Let me pause and you guys take a screenshot picture. I am so fucking down. Like, it's not even a fucking joke. What am I saying? Obscenities. Don't I know that YouTube doesn't like people that are obscene? Like, I forget. We're going to get a brush that looks like this. This one is more dense. Okay, it's more dense and it's still very fluffy, right? And another thing that I like doing is I love spraying my face every time I apply a liquid, but I haven't been doing it because I don't want to waste this on just a tutorial and then I'm not going to go after that makeup. But usually what I do is when I'm done putting on the concealer, I spray the face, then I first let it dry down. Then when I do the blush, I spray the face, let it dry down. Then when I'm doing the foundation, I also spray the face and I let it dry down. But now we're only going to spray before the foundation, okay? And then we're also going to spray this. Now you may not have to let it dry down because you have to blend out your foundation. So you start tapping, okay? Tap it in, and as you're tapping, follow the line, okay, of our beautiful contour. Like, don't go over the contour, don't go over the blush, but just follow that line. Go over the corrector. Remember to drag it all the way down, because that's what you want, okay? Oh, and before any of you people come down under the comments like, oh my god, that's not your shade, bitch. Don't even try me. There are so many factors to picking out the shade, okay? My chest is lighter than my face. Let's start there, okay? And recently I've been in the sun a lot, so my shades keep changing with the weather. And then I also don't like putting products on my nose, so I just go in lightly with what's left just to kind of buff out what was there, okay? And that is it. Are you guys seeing how seamless this blend looks? Okay, this is a seamless blend. And now when you are done blending out a lot of your foundation, even down to the neck and everything, what you're going to do is you're going to get this same brush and go over the contour lightly, because remember, we don't want harsh contour lines. Just lightly, okay? Just lightly, that it starts disappearing in just a little bit, but not too crazy. Just lightly when you finished, making sure that the product is everywhere. And I've done that before I did my forehead. Yeah, but you get what I mean, right? My forehead, I always get this is a Fenty stick, okay? As you can see, it's a Fenty stick in the shade Espresso. I get my flat brush, okay, my flat, wonderfully and beautifully made brush. I get it, and then I get a bit of espresso on the brush, and then I first come and pass it over where I was doing my whatever concealer up here. So I love doing this, especially when I have time. Ooh, I will do this. Sometimes I will come in direct to save time, and we are saving time today, honey. We are saving time. Like, I feel like sticks are the best ways, like foundation sticks, because I have this Fenty one and I also have an opal one. So these sticks are always like the best way to try and get rid of that line. So what you do is you come and then you start buffing out that line, like slowly. Oh, sorry, I was covering the light. You guys weren't seeing. I'm so sorry. Okay, so let's do that again. I've zoomed in a bit. Okay, so you come and you get as close as you can. As close as you can. If you can't get that close, it's also fine. But if you can be close and precise, then do it. Because yeah, me personally, I'm not always as precise, but you can see. Then I also come on this side, right? And I'm going to do it for you guys. I'm sitting at a very weird angle, but look at it. And that's it, okay? That's it. So now you're going to blend in your foundation while also making sure you're including that part of the forehead, just so. you don't get anything wrong. Okay, don't forget also blend here like I said. And it looks kind of different on the mirror than it looks on the phone, which is crazy because on the phone it still looks very wild this side in the eye area, but in the mirror it looks very fine. I don't know what to do. I've done my best. Are you seeing? So now the face is, this is it. This is how your face should look like after you have done liquids. This is it. After you've done liquids, everything just looks gliding on, everything just looks intact, you know. And don't get worried and think, oh my god, the blush is not really showing. That don't worry about it. You want to brighten your face, don't worry about it, because these days I don't brighten my face as much. Yet I'm actually doing it, guys, for you guys are very full glam, but I haven't brightened my face as much. I should have put a bit of white concealer, yeah, so I can get like a really bright, but these days I don't really brighten that much. But there will be parts where you see a bit light and dark, so don't worry, let's get there. So let's go to the next step. Of course, we have reached step 4, and that is powders. So with powders, we are going to now just make the face a bit more matte. And it depends, sometimes you want that glow, sometimes you don't, and whatnot and everything, but it is time for us to do the powders. And before I do the powders, I always get this, and you know what I do? You spray it just a little bit, okay? You spray it just a little bit. And I do have another spray that I was supposed to use today because it's just a tutorial. You know, I'm using my good spray, you guys. This Charlotte Tilbury. This is my second bottle this year. Not my second last year, my second this year. I love, oh my god, I love the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. There's one, it is long wear, it keeps your face glowy, and it doesn't make you choke. You know, there are those where you're like, you're choking. That's the e.l.f. you guys. The e.l.f. is so good. I love the e.l.f. It's in like a black bottle. I remember I had it, and I also, it's one of the items that I got from Beauty Cave. I loved that setting spray. It's so good. Your face stays, everything, but you choke. You will choke. Honey, you will choke. You will pay for that good makeup one way or another. So this one, there is no choking. Like, it's proper, like, and that's why it's so expensive. But this is also another one that I like. This is the Maybelline Lasting Fix Spray. It is also really good. I know Beauty Cave has it at the moment. So this was what I was supposed to use today, but I kept forgetting, and I was using my really good one. Like, this is when I'm going like out and I want my makeup to be like, and this is also really good, but this one is like really, really good. It's like great, it's like great, then good. Great, good. So first and foremost, we are going to use this beautiful Revolution setting powder. It's in the shade Banana. It is a bit yellowish, as you can see. We are going to use this one, and this one I also got it from Beauty Cave back in the day. As you can see, I've been using it for a while. The bottle is not quite full, but with powder you don't really use that much, so don't expect it to look really half empty. No, like, it's one of those, if you're to get a drugstore powder, right? Because with makeup there are drugstore brands, and they're like brands, and they are the designer brand makeup. So if you're to get a drugstore brand makeup and you want a setting powder, get Revolution. Get Revolution. I swear by it. Revolution is that drugstore girl. Like, I remember I loved this powder more than I loved even the Fenty, because I got the Fenty. Now Fenty is on the second tier, kind of. So I loved this powder more than the Fenty. But these days I use the Fenty more because the Fenty is more of a brown shade, and this one is more of a yellow shade. But this is so good for brightening. So with this powder, you're going to set. Okay, we're going to bake set, but personally I don't bake anymore, so we're going to set. And if you fear this powder, I know it looks yellow, it looks white. I'll show you a trick of not to fear this powder. So you get the powder on a powder puff or on a sponge, and then you look up and start putting it in. Okay, press in this powder and correct anything you want to correct under your eyes. Like, if you want your eyeliner to be a bit sharper, use the powder. This powder will conceal it. And you want to extend the powder all the way. Are you seeing all the way here? Like I said. And also you can get the powder and go in on your nose just a little bit on the side of the nose. Okay, are you seeing just the way I've created that on the side of the nose into that? That is how you want to use your baking powder. And I am pressing it in. I am not baking. I am just pressing it in. So let's go again. And I'm going to look down a bit in the mirror to just make sure my eyeliner is set properly. Okay, and then I come over the nose. On this side of the nose I've gone a bit too far in, but that's fine. Okay, so now we are setting. So now we are letting this sit, and as it's sitting, we're also now going to go around the mouth area. Okay, this is the mouth. Fuck me. Shit. Umeme has done it. Okay guys, the rain has stopped, but Umeme is a bitch, as it always is. Like, and I was trying to do this tutorial, trying to rush, because I had a feeling, I was like, oh my god, if the rain comes, Umeme is going to like ruin this for me. And they have, as they always do. Anyways, let's not even think about them. What I'm going to do is, good thing is I am done with most of that thing, so I'm just going to do it for you guys. So like I was saying, we just powder around the mouth, like areas that you know get a lot of sweat because you're setting and you're baking. So areas with sweat, you kind of want to get into that. And then another area that is very common for sweat is your forehead. So I always just go into my forehead just a little bit. Okay, as you can see, I'm going to go in just a little bit, just like that. Okay, just a little bit, just at the center, not the whole forehead, just at the center, just right there. And then on a good day, today is not a good day, I will get a bit of that powder like on the side and then put it right here where my nose is, just here. Okay, but as you can see, I had already disorganized it, but I went in a bit too far here when I was doing that. But at the center of your nose, yeah, you can also put it there, and you know, you get your things done. As this sits, okay, the one under the eye, I feel like has sat as I was doing this and this, because I also don't like letting it sit for long. You know, when these powders sit for long, you don't exactly get, like, there's a way they look when they sit for long. Like, don't let it sit for long. Like, there are people who bake and bake and bake for hours, but not hours, like 15 minutes. You guys, it's not that deep. Trust me, it's not that deep. For those people that fear these powders and you think to yourself, oh my god, it's going to be so bright, it's going to be so yellow, it's going to be, what you do is you're going to get that powder foundation we talked about, the one that is a bit lighter than your skin tone. You'll get your brush again, and you're going to put just a little bit on your brush, and you're going to use this powder foundation to remove, because you're not going to leave your face looking like this. No, you're going to use it and you're going to remove all this parts. So what you're going to do is you come in, like I said, this has been baking for a while, so you come under your eye and start brushing it off. Okay, and remember, we didn't like bake fully, so even what you're brushing off is not a lot. Like, this is it, you've brushed it off, and as you can already see, there is brightening happening. Like, this looks different from this. Then you come and then you also remove on this side. Okay, just remove. Okay, very easy. Then we're going to come to the mouth area. You also remove it. Okay, all the excess. Then where the nose was, okay, where it was, also here in the forehead, because you don't want it to look, you know, too crazy, too matte. You just get into it, and just like that, you're done baking. You are done. So that is the baking step, and now we're going to do our powder blush and powder contour, but I will move forward just so you guys can get the best light. Like, I'm doing this for you guys, just I'm doing it for you, like no one else but you. Wow, I honestly, I hate Umeme. The words hate are not even strong enough. I hate them so much. that they have had my video looking really funny. Like I moved from one area to another area and whatnot. I honestly, if I could go on a rant about Mele, I know my Ugandans know what I'm talking about. Like, yeah, okay. Now that we finished baking, you can see the difference, right? Here is a bit brighter. There is just like a bit of shine there, and then here is very matted and whatnot. So we are going to now continue to the next step, and that is the powder contour. So for powder contour, my people, I use this beautiful Fenty Beauty. Like I said, you guys, I'm such a whore for Fenty, in the shade 498. Yeah, this is a soft matte powder foundation. This is their powder foundation. No, it's not a contour, it's their powder foundation, but I got it in the darkest, okay, not the darkest, but one of their darker shades, because I'm a 470, this is 498. So I got it in one of their darker shades to use as a powder contour. So, and also to kind of like bronze my face up, yeah, because there's also bronzing. Personally, I don't know the difference between bronzing and contouring, but all I know is I contour, and what I do is what I do. And some people also do the forehead and whatnot, but I've tried those things and they're disasters. Guys, my mirror has opened. Literally, as I'm talking to you guys. Today is a good day to serve the Lord. Anyways, the sun is coming back. That's a good thing. This is a type of brush I've gotten. It's kind of like a flat. It's like a weird brush. Are you seeing it? It's honestly, I don't even know. All I know on here, it says multi-purpose, but I use it to place the contour on. So what I do is I go on the highest part, just right here, the highest part where the cheekbone thing is, okay, and I place it just like that. Okay, I place it. Are you guys seeing it? You can already see that darker parts coming, because this is light, and then this is just darker. So I place it just right there, and then I go in this side too on the highest part, like I said, and just place it. And after I place it, I'm not going to just leave it like this. Even though I'm going to get a very fluffy brush. This looks very fluffy, as you can see, a very fluffy brush, and it's going to help me buff it out. So what you're going to do is you're going to really go in. You're going to go in and blend for your life. Blending upwards, by the way. Blend. You want it there, but you don't want it to look very harsh. Are you seeing how I'm blending it and it's just looking wow? Blend, okay. And after you're done blending, okay, to your desire, because me, I only contour my cheekbones. I don't contour down here, I don't contour over the sides. No, I keep my contour routine very simple, but I know there are creators out there that are going to give you a very, very interesting look on contouring. And we also do kind of have different faces, people, in this world. So I will say the way I contour may not work for your face per se, and the way someone else contours may also not work for you. So, or the way you contour may not work for someone else. Yeah, that's what I meant to say. So as you can see, I really go in and just buff it out. Like I just play around with it, and voila, the contouring is done. Okay. And back then I used to do concealer before my foundation, like I really cut and concealer and whatnot, but no, that's now very, like, that's very heavy makeup to me right now. And I know I said I'm doing full glam, but this is now my type of full glam. Like, it's very light-hearted. And now we are going to do powder blush. And powder blush, you guys, one of my favorite powder blushes is from, someone guess it, a couple who watch my TikTok, I think you guys know some of my favorites. I'm going to get this brush. This is also, it's a blush brush, okay? It looks like this. It looks like the other contour brush, but this one is a blush one. As long as you can get something that can place product like this, then you're good to go. So I'm using the Juvia's Place, okay? This is in their volume 1. As you can see, this is the one I'm going to use, and it has these two beautiful shades. It has the orange and the pink. And remember earlier we used orange, so we want to really get into the orange, right? And what I do is I pick some products, and you guys, like I said, Juvia's Place is made for black queens. Black queens, if you listen to me, you're gonna be good. So you smile and you place. Just look at that placement. Like, I've placed just a bit. It's not even done with that, but look at the difference. Then you also place. Smile, place. Then you start placing, like really placing, okay? And remember me, I go all the way this side. That is just me, but you don't have to do that. You can stop here, but that looks couldn't get off. Just it ain't it in my books, but you do you, girl. You do you. But if you're watching this makeup tutorial, I would say do me until you find something that works for you. That's actually like the best thing I've said today. You do you until you find a method that works for you. I mean, you do me until you find a method that works for you. The trick that I didn't tell you guys is you don't have to watch only one person's makeup tutorial. You can watch different makeup tutorials by different people, and you keep trying out different methods, and then you're going to make your own type of method. Because I didn't learn makeup from one makeup guru on these apps and whatnot. I used to watch different people on YouTube, I watched different people on TikTok, like just like random people, and I found methods that worked for me, that ended up working for me as a person. And I've even up to now, there are methods that have started working. Like now today, when I first outlined my eyebrows before filling them in, that's a method I just learned from a creator like 2 weeks back. It's a very new method to me, but when I did it one time, I've only done it once, which was I think like a weekend back. I was like, yeah, I'm sticking to it. And even today when I was showing you guys, I've stuck to it. Yet I've been doing a completely different eyebrow routine on my other years. Then personally, I exaggerate my blush. So as you can see, I am just really going in. Like, do you see how blush warms up your face? You guys, blush is my favorite type of my routine. Like when I tell you guys I love a good blush, I love a good blush. And also because this is very glammed up makeup, you can see I have 2 sets of brushes. The pink ones are for the wet looks, and then these black ones are for, you know, the powder looks. But you guys, just look at my blush. And then I love bringing my blush up to my nose, just here, just a little bit, just for it to have like a seamless blend, but nothing too crazy. Like the excess, yeah, just look at my face, how it now has life. I like that. What about you? Do you like that? Sometimes if you're feeling very, you know, you want to really matte your face, especially people with oily skin, what you'll do is you'll get the same powder blush and then just come over where you put your liquid foundation and powder that up a bit. Personally, I don't do that step, but you can't do it. You know, it's just like something you do, but I don't really do it. I'm just going to powder these parts again, like the ones I powdered earlier. I think just to, because I don't want a very matte look. Personally, I don't do very matte looks. I feel like they feel very drying. But people who have, you know, the oily skin, I really understand. On my skin, I think it's like combination, but I haven't tested it to really prove that. But you know, I believe my skin is combination. You believe your skin is whatever you want to believe it is. Don't come from mine. Powders are done. I hate to break it to you guys, but that's it. Like the powders are done. We are actually done. And now we're just going to mascara, lips, and we're done. These are the moments, like right before you put on your mascara and lips, because you have to do the final spray, right? This is the moment you should correct anything you want to correct. And one of the things that I want to say is I have this blush, right? No, I mean I have this highlighter. This highlighter, I got it from Beauty Cave, and I fear highlighter, you guys. I fear highlighter, but I feel like highlighting. You see where this thing is, where it's showing my I'm trying to remember where it's showing. Oh my god, my words have disappeared from me. Like this very tiny brush. It even has like different makeup on it. By the way, me with makeup, I play around with different brushes I'm not supposed to put in certain areas, but that's the fun thing, right? Okay, so we're going to do this. This is either going to be a mistake or I'm going to love it. So okay, you guys seeing? You guys seeing? I don't know, it's like I don't hate it, but I don't love it. Like I'm not crazy about it. Okay, Omeme has come back, but it's not, I'm not like crazy about it. But I'm going to do it on both sides, because if I do it on one, I do it on both. And what's crazy about makeup is you will do something and hate it, and then you'll go out and someone is telling you how much they love it, how much this and that, and you're like, no, okay. Yeah, I guys think it's I don't know, I actually now like it on this side. Wow, that's the only part I'm going to highlight. I'm not going to highlight my nose, you guys. I fear highlighter. I do use it, but I do fear it sometimes. So let's close that highlighter just right there. We have highlighted this and it's, you know, it looks lovely. And now our next step is we're going to spray Maybelline spray. You can get this of course with Beauty Cave. Oh, this is how it looks like, lasting fixing spray. For my people in Kenya, you can get it in Carrefour. Let's go. This one does not make you choke. It's the elf one, you guys. That elf one, I love that spray, but shit, you feel like you're dying of a coughing disease. But yeah, but just, yeah. Then of course we're going to do mascara. So before we do mascara, I want us to do the last parts of the eyebrows, the parts that I remember, you guys. I don't know if you guys remember, but the parts that I talked about, and I was like, okay guys, these parts, let's do them. So like I told you guys, you have to brush the gradient so that it looks, you know, very gradient. It doesn't look, you know, so you're just giving it like that gradient look. I think you're seeing it, like here is very light. Now see here is still very, but now here it's a bit lighter and whatnot, and you can extend it as much as you want. So, and yeah, so you can also see this side. So now of course mine, I have a bit overdone it on one side. Let me get my powder brush just to, you know, try to, yeah, okay, just a little bit. But yeah, but that's the gradient that I was talking about. And then if you're going to be outside, okay, outside following, and you want your eyebrows to last, Benefit has this 24-hour Benefit brow setter. You guys, this thing is so beautiful. Let me just show you how it looks like. I'm not going to put it on me because my makeup isn't going anywhere, but this is it, and just pass it on top. Guys, your eyebrows stay in one place, like they stay. I know other people use glue. Personally, I'm putting no fucking glue on my face. Done with the whole eyebrow thing, we are going to do our mascara, and I'm using this mascara. As you can see, this is from Maybelline. Ooh, oh my god, it has the wand like for that Sephora. Oh my god, that's a beautiful one. So let's zoom in and you just, personally, I don't do you know, people do those eyelash colors. You guys, I've tried eyelash colors, but they don't do anything to me. They like don't do anything to my lashes, so I don't bother with them anymore. Wow, and this separates the lashes so well. Ooh, I love actually. Just look at the difference between the two sides. Ooh. Just see the difference, you guys. Wow, I love it. And I don't have like extra long lashes, but you guys, I love my lashes. I don't know why. It's one of those things that I know is not wonderful, but like I just love it. I think I have like an issue with my head. I actually love this one so much, so much. This is also from Beauty Cave. I feel like I've said a lot of Beauty Cave, so you guys are getting the gist of it. Like, if those guys are not supplying to you a genuine makeup products in Uganda, then I don't know. But you guys, they're affordable and they have genuine products. Like I have seen her even on her like WhatsApp, like saying, oh guys, I'm in Sephora right now, make pre-orders with me, people who want things from Sephora. And you just say, because sometimes in stock she won't have a certain brand, but if she does go to Sephora in that time, or you do ask her when she may be going to Sephora or when she may be ordering from there, you can specifically ask for a product that you want, and it will come and you will just receive it. You won't have to go through all that hassle of you're getting it yourself, then you have to pay the taxes yourself, then you won't suffer with all of that. You won't have to track your own order. Like there is someone getting it for you, and then you're getting the product. So that's all I'm saying. Like, get with them, you know, if you know what to do. Next up is the lips. And for lips, I feel like lips are one of the very easy parts about makeup. Like it's hard sometimes, but it's super easy. I feel like this is a part that you shouldn't suffer with. And I'm just going to wipe my lips down just a bit. I know they had They are moisturizing this whole time, but you know, as you can see, now my lips look big and lovely again. I love my lips. I feel like it's one of my favorite parts about me. For lips, I'm going to show you guys one of my favorite looks to do with lips, not them boring ass brown lip liner combos you do every single day of your life. No, I'm going to give you guys one of my favorites, right? And it starts with brown lip liner, but shush, you will see where it goes. You know, let's zoom in, okay, into the lip. You can overline, you can underline, you know what you want best. Personally, I will go on the edge of my lip, like I want them to look as big as possible. I mean, they're already big naturally, but shit, if they can look bigger, why not? And then you go on the outline. And I have to say my food hasn't reached yet. I hope I'm not jinxing myself getting cold for the delivery by saying that, but yeah, I also need to shiver on my face. I feel like lots of the makeup is sticking on my on my beard because I have like a tiny woman beard. Like it's not like those intense ones, but I do have a bit of a beard. And if you don't shave your face, but another thing that I will say is sometimes shave your face. Yeah, shave your face and makeup is going to sit on better, it's going to glide on better. And personally, I'm a very hairy girl. I have hair here, I have hair on my legs, I have hair on some of my face. So when I shave my face, the foundation just slides on. Like, you know, things don't look patchy, things don't look like overly done. So I'm just saying, you know, if you can do that, then do that. Okay, that TV is irritating me. Like, it irritates me, it keeps blinking because it's not automatic. And we are going to put purple, okay? Like I told you guys, these lip liners are in supermarkets. Like, go to your nearest supermarket, most of them, even those tiny shops, like these lip liners are so, like if you're Ugandan, you know, if you know, you know, these lip liners are everywhere. Personally, I've never used a brand lip liner. I have never in my life. But these, so we go over the brown, yeah? Like I said, zoom in. Just glide that on top. Or sometimes you can use black, then you glide that purple on top. It really depends on you. I have never done my lip liner this. I have never done it this well and like this slowly. It's just that it's a tutorial. Oh my god. And I have friends who don't know how to do this, so I'm doing this for you guys just because I have friends who I know do not know how to apply it. Okay. That's done. That's done. Lip liner is done. You can buff it out just a little bit, and as you're buffing out, you'll see like areas you need to, like, you know, really go in. If you're like someone who's very precise and you love things to look very perfect, as you see, you can see parts that are not perfect, so sometimes you can go in and like perfect them. Now it depends. If I have time, I do, but most times people will not notice. Trust me, they will not notice. Like, who's going to notice that part on my lower lip? Honestly, like it's all the way down here. Are you seeing? You're like trying to make them the same. Then even up. That is something to just help you with your outline. And as you can see, I have overlined both sides. Okay, so now we are going to fill in our middle. I feel like our middle we can really play around a lot, and I don't know, I'm thinking we should play around with, let me see what's on my eyes. I think let's play around with a bit of nude. Let's do a bit of nude and like a hint of pink, I think, or we do like a hint of red, then we do a little bit of nude. I think let's do a hint of red. Let's see. but not too much red, because if I do too much red, then my look is going to be detached from the other part. Just a hint, okay? And I talk for a hint, I don't mean go all out, guys. No, apply it like, you know, this is a Sephora original. It's in the shade 97. Yeah, 90. It's 97 at Sephora. It's a Sephora original if you want it. Yeah, and as you can see, it's very pigmented. That's why I say just do a hint. Or you can also use this Maybelline ink stay. I'm sure you can get these at Beauty Cave UG. So it's also very pigmented. I also really like this one. But yeah, so I've done that, and now we are going to put our hint of nude. So this is our gloss butter. I also got it at Beauty Cave, and I'm just going to use it a bit. Yeah, as you can see, I've been using it for a while. So are you seeing how nice that is? Ooh, I love this. Okay. Are you seeing how it's turning pink? But then I tell you, and you know what my favorite thing is about lips is you don't have to do the same thing all the time. Like, you can always think outside the box. And one thing about Fortune is I am going to think outside the box when it comes to lips. When it comes to lips, I will do the weirdest shade. Like, I will just keep trying. I will do like a black, then I will like, I love trying. And as you can see, it's very pigmented. So this gloss butter, so you're going to spread it out slowly but surely. Ooh, I made a mistake there, but it's okay, because either way it has to come all the way there, because it has to come all the way down. Okay, I'm seeing the lower one. Time to do the upper one. It's just that on this side I did come just a bit too close to the edge than I wanted, so I can correct that always. That's not an issue. Okay, don't make mistakes in makeup and think, oh no, like a lot of makeup mistakes can be corrected, you guys. So wow, okay, yeah, no, it's like the purple, the pink, the red, the, oh my god, so pretty. Like, this is just me correcting just a little bit. Wow, what can you say about me when I come out, when I step out and my face looks like this? What can you say? Not even a single bad word. Not even a word, a single bad word. Because look at the face. Look at it. I said look at the face. Stunning. Like, when you see the way we started and how I am right now, when Fortune does a bit on her face, you will know Fortune did it. Yeah, this is your final makeup look. This, and let me tell you, and I'm not even going to say this is how your makeup should look at the end, though it is, but when you keep practicing, yeah, when you keep watching this video, because I know you're going to maybe keep watching it and keep whatever. So what you do is, if you work on the weekends, like if you're not going out or anything, you can wake up and say, okay, today or this weekend I want to try and perfect my eyebrow method. So what you can do is you can get your eyebrow products, you sit down and start watching the eyebrow like the way I did it, and you just, you know, do it. And what I also want to say is, you don't need to get the exact products that I have, you know, because some of these products I get a lot if I'm traveling, or if I know someone that is coming back from outside. I always send for such things. I don't personally, I've never ordered makeup online unless I'm buying from my Ugandan store, but I've never ordered it online, like from Sephora, and I don't know how that works. I know Sephora can't deliver here. I have gone to their page sometime and I see they're like, oh, shop in UGX, like deliver to Uganda. They can do it. I've seen that they can, but I don't do it. So what I will say is, these are some of the things that I can tell you about makeup that you should know, and I've been saying some of these things in the video, is one, you don't have to use the products that I'm using. Some of these I've told you I can get them from, and also the other ones I'm going to like keep listing like down in the comments where I can get them from. But you don't have to use the exact same products, because makeup sometimes, like skincare, what works for me may not work for you. But at the end of the day, makeup is also like skincare. It's one of those expensive, you know. Oh, my food is actually fucking gosh. Okay, you guys, I want to say thank you very much for watching these makeup tutorials. If you've watched all the parts that I've put up, thank you. And for all of you that have liked this video, interacted, thank you so much. And as I'm going to say, you guys, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Okay, don't forget those 3 things: like, share, subscribe. That's how YouTube goes. And I'm just so excited that I've gotten the chance to shoot for you guys this video, because when I tell you guys, I have shot this video twice before, like makeup tutorials, but you know, things just weren't working out the way they were supposed to work out. Yeah, but this one, I know this one is going up because everything was not perfect, but I feel like we became besties. I feel like we learned something. I hope you have learned something, because that honestly is truly the way to go. And you guys can try out your different makeup styles on whatever. You can always try out, and you can always DM me you trying them out. You can always, you know, reach out to me and say where you're stuck or something that you're looking for. I am always open to answering questions about this. Honestly, my DMs are open on TikTok, they're open on Instagram, they're open on Twitter. I have put all those things in my link tree that is always in my description box. So reach out. Even here on, I don't know if we have like a DM kind of thing here on YouTube. I don't think so, but you can always put it under the comment section and I will reply, because one thing about me is I will reply. Okay, I will reply if it is something that I know you need help with. I will always look out for you. So my besties, okay, my besties, thank you. And honestly, it's such a blessing. I love this for you, and I love this for me, because this was a long time coming. So thank you for watching. I love you guys so much. Please just be on the lookout, because I'm also going to put out a video just showing you guys some tips and whatnot. Like, I'm just going to speak to you about makeup and tips and whatnot, and I know that's going to come after this video, because yeah, you know, just know I know how I know. But yeah, so you guys, thank you. It's like I said, it's been a blessing. Like, share, subscribe. Love you. Bye.